the school, when they asked me to do a list, I made sure it had to be part of the list. And I'm sure all of you are going to be part of different lists, including this one. This has been the first one. But you must demonstrate, because I looked at a school that had no computers, but mobilized mobile phones and had the candidates sit in groups and take a lesson from a teacher here in St. Mary's College, Isuri, from Kololo, from we have a good mathematics teacher in Noya. Okay? We would like to continue this effort of closing the learning gap. We want you to train your teachers to be able to teach online. We want your teachers to teach us as the learners. And we are not going to pay them. So you must tell them that this is a crusade for changing education in this country. And we offer ourselves. No one pays us. We offer ourselves. But if 76 of you decided that next year, whenever we have those online virtual seminars, you are going to bring your schools online, we will be making an impact. We'll be making an impact. And the reason why we are introducing you to such available technologies is for you to go back home and share with your teachers that it is possible. It is possible for us to have a router in school that can serve 500 people concurrently. It can even serve community people. Then your head teachers will come into their association and be able to raise it that as schools we think, even when we don't have electricity, we can connect and collaborate with other schools if we got these products. Then the association will come to the ministry, and then that voice will now have voices that we will use to push and convince government through the Uganda Communications Commission to provide funding so that we get these routers out to the schools. But if we have no story to talk about, like his story of using mobile phones, if we don't have any story to talk about, by the way, also those pictures, if you have them, I need them again. If we don't have a story to talk about, we will not get these services into our schools. In 2018, we managed to convince UCC that we needed connectivity in schools. The Research Education Network serves about 80% of universities. And since 2013, we were in talks with the Ronald to bring it to secondary schools. We only succeeded in 2018. And in 2018, I was in Gaza school and we made a physical trip to Mwiri and had a collaborative activity of the students working together with other students. And we put it online. And UCC followed us and asked, how can this happen between so many schools at a go? And we said, we are ready to make it happen. That is when UCC accepted to connect the first 100 schools to internet through RENI connectivity. So if your school is on the RENI connectivity, that is when we got there. And right now, there are about 200 schools on the RENI connectivity. But we want more schools, and now that the solar powered routers are here, we want to reach the very last school in this country. But we need you, the digital change agents created by UICT to go beyond your desk and make sure that you support learning for everyone and write a story. Share your story. Okay? Be visible. Talk about what you do. When UICT says we want to train community people, do not say that how much are they paying me? Come out and train those farmers, train those fishermen, and write a story. I don't know how many of you have personal blogs. How I wish we had that gentleman of WordPress talk to them. You must create a personal blog. Yes, you need to do it.
We'll talk to them tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. You must create a personal blog. Share. There is no story that is small. There is no story that is small. If we tell you about, you take me to the seminars. The people who have not listened to the seminars can think it is a small thing. But there is when we have 300 schools online. Actually, our Zoom account cannot help us anymore. We are looking for a Zoom account that can host more than 300 participants. But there is when we have 300 schools online learning together from 4:30 to 7 p.m. for 2 weeks. You see candidates, they don't want to go for what? For dinner, for supper. They are glued onto the what? Onto the Zoom session because they are learning together. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy that we have reached this far, and thank you Francis, Alfred and your team for at least, you are 76 here. But there are many more who are not able to come. In fact, they are complaining.
Yeah, they are complaining.
They are complaining. Okay? For me, when I started writing about the district support teams, I imagined that we will have 2 schools, and that is 2 people in every district. And I multiplied by the many districts we have. And I thought probably we'll have about 250 schools that are running the show. Now we have 76 probably in the room, and others who are not able to come. But tomorrow, when Ministry of Education decides that they are rolling out the digital agenda, it was launched but not yet rolled out. I want Ministry of Education to call on you first and tell you the agenda. And then make use of you to support the programs within your districts. I think it will be a fairer approach and it will be a quicker approach. So do not give up. Just join our family and network of well-wishers for this country. It is a lonely journey because you may be alone in your community, but we are many online. You will not have food to eat when you are running that session for the students up to 7 p.m., but you do it. Okay? You will not have data to use, but you will scratch your little money and use it. But I want to tell you, it is rewarding, it is refreshing when you see the growth out of the work you do. And where we have an opportunity to get you to do certain things that are more rewarding, we will also do it because you have showed that you are ready to support education in this country. So I want to thank you for accepting, because 4 of you did not turn up. Maybe they are for marking, or maybe they felt it isn't worth it. But I want to thank you that you made it. There's nothing you are carrying away from here more than the knowledge, but it is worth it. Go out there, grow yourselves, let's talk online, and take every advantage of what comes around you. I always tell people I'm a physics maths teacher, not an ICT teacher. And by the way, my first certificate was given to me by UICT when we did the ICDL course. I didn't have any background, but I learned from the technical people like you. So teach the people around you. Teach those who are historians, who are mathematicians, who are biologists. But if you want to Google, if you want to know who I am in the digital space, you can Google my name, Ronald. Sure. When you Google my name, you will see me bigger than I think I am here. Sure. But I must say, I have learned by associating with people. I work with experts, and my job is to connect experts so that the experts make things happen. I want to thank Mr. Kaziva Stephen, is our administrator at the Holistic E-Learning Platform. We came up with the Holistic E-Learning Platform shortly before we knew COVID was coming in. And during COVID, those who may have followed us were able to train 800 teachers online and also reach 10,000 learners in their home states. And the teachers, some of the teachers who taught during COVID, I've never met them. Some of the teachers who teach in the virtual session, I've never met them. But I even wonder, these men and women who are not paid, but whenever you call on them, they come out and do what? And teach. And such people are Mr. Kaziva. I met him during COVID. We went through COVID actually when we were talking online, but we had never met. We only met when COVID, when we were released out of COVID. But he has been such an amazing gentleman, and I hope you've experienced that online with him. And he's still here to guide us. If all of us can be just a half of what he is, then I'm sure what we anticipate in your districts will be a story that people will be watching. So I want to thank you, Francis, for having mobilized and being able to find some funding to bring these people together. And we pray that you get more opportunities for them to meet, because when they meet, then they gain that togetherness to work even harder. With those few remarks, I want to wish you the very best. I will not be able to join you tomorrow, but let us continue online. Thank you.